Alright, well, I thought I'd give a little update. It's been a while. On the H3 Duramax LBZ front Dana 50, not 60. It was brought to my attention that it's actually a Dana 50 axle. I thought I purchased a Dana 60, but they sent me a Dana 50 on the front. So here's an update. I got the rear almost done. I got the brake lines to do. I got new rotors for the back pads. Sway bars is done. The axle over conversion. Shocks are now welded with a bracket from Sky Off-Road Design. I've been getting my parts from Sky Off-Road and WFO online. The shackles and everything. And the Raptor shocks. The drive shaft's too short. I gotta replace the drive shaft. I think I'm gonna do a CV style drive shaft. That's it. Sorry if I turn the camera. Some of you guys don't like it. I'm gonna turn it back now. The exhaust is completely done. I did the Humvee style exhaust. Those 37s on Super Duty rims. I eventually want to get 40s. I didn't realize how tall it was going to be. I also decided to do the dual shocks in the front. I got all new stuff here in the front. Rotors, calipers, brake lines, everything's all new. I'm gonna send, when I'm done with the truck, I'm gonna bring it to a shop to have it re-geared and have the axles, drive shafts done, and it'll be getting the same ARB diff cover in the front, same color and everything. New ball joints. I'll have them do new axles and ball joints, reseal the whole front end when he re-gears it. The steering's done, minus the dual Fox DDS shock kit I'm gonna get for the dual steering stabilizer kit. I'm gonna keep it all Fox. And then I don't have two shocks yet for this side. I put the other shock on the other side, so I gotta get two more shocks. People have been asking me about these Jeep doors. These are off of a 2000 whatever Jeep JK Unlimited, whenever they made those, 08 to 15, 16, before they went to the JLU. These are the JK Unlimited Jeep doors. I just had to make a bracket here for an extension, and then these doors lined up, minus having to flip this bracket. They open and they close. Also been asked a question about the push button, why I did a push button. Well, it was super easy to run the wire to the ignition for the crank start, but I decided that I wanted an actual push button instead. You still got to turn the key for the ignition, but I just didn't want to hook up the crank start wire. There's that side. I remounted the air dog system here. This aftermarket filter is pretty tall. The stock one's about right here. I'm thinking about doing a skid plate system underneath to protect those. There's just not a lot of room on this, in this, after doing this, all the work to it. There's no room underneath there. I mean, I still got the drive shafts I gotta put in, and there is just no room to mount the air dog system. I gotta replace the hubs. One hub's broke. I'm gonna get the G2 or worn locking hubs. I did pinion shims. See the angle to get the pinion lined up perfect. Well, almost perfect with the drive shaft. That's gonna be going in. I got the PPE oil pan, and I'm gonna do a PPE deep Allison transmission pan that matches that oil pan. Better cooling and capacity. Now see, here's the drive shaft after I did the rear axle. It ain't long enough. But she's coming together. It's almost drivable. I think all I have is the brakes, which is just the brake lines. I got rotors and pads to do on the other side, on the rear. Dual Fox stabilizer shocks. And then I'll send it to the shop to get re-geared and the drive shafts made, and then I can drive it around. And I will be driving it, just not on the interstate, not until I'm comfortable. But this is the Hummer H3 Duramax LBZ Allison 6-speed transmission manual transfer case. Almost done, still in progress. I am thinking about doing a Jeep rear bumper with tire carrier. The only problem is that the Hummer opens the opposite direction. But I did find one that doesn't have the pin up here. I found one where it actually opens down here and swings out. So it should miss the door. It's the Atlas rear Jeep tire carrier bumper. And it's the same exact size. So probably just weld the brackets on and probably bolt the Jeep rear bumper on. Probably easier said than done, but the Jeep doors did fit. So that is the update. It's almost done. No, after 2 years, my batteries did finally take a crap, even though they were brand new 2 years ago. I gotta get two new batteries for it. Gotta hook up the brake lines on both sides, bleed the brake system, prime it, take the air out of it. And I'm putting those pinion shims in the rear when I do the brakes. Get that drive shaft angle a lot better. So that's the update, guys. She almost done.